Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. That's Ben Olson. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We have an email here from Anonymous.
Hey, Ben and Nathan. I feel like I'm going to catch heat for this, but I thought it would be a fun topic of discussion. Okay. I recently took a practice test. In the Reading Comp section, I was very
Missing
confident
word there.
I was very confident of my answers through the first three sections. I think you mean passages, although I did miss one, getting 18 out of 19 correct. That being said, when I got to the fourth passage, I had about 4 minutes left. Not enough time for me to even read a typical passage, sadly. So I read the first and last paragraph and answered the last 7 of 8 questions to the best of my ability. To my surprise, I got 5 out of 7 correct. Is this just a one-off or a sneaky new strategy?
I mean, you read part of the passage, so you got part of the questions right. I don't think that's that great, 5 out of 7.
Well, it's better than guessing, but I think the fact that Anonymous says, to my surprise, reveals that it's a one-off. When you're doing well on the test, you're not surprised when you get them right.
Yeah, it's one data point that suggests that it works in part and it fails in part.
Mm-hmm.
How much of it was true working and how much of it was just the noise in the signal, we don't really know. I would try it a different way, though. I would read the whole passage and then see how many questions you can answer.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you read the first paragraph and you read the last paragraph, well, there's probably only 2 more paragraphs.
Or
So,
one.
like, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the passages have anywhere from 3 to what, 5 or 6, maybe?
Sometimes they only have 2, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all right, so 2 to 6, 2 to 5 paragraphs.
Yeah.
If you did the first and last, yeah, I mean, obviously this one had some middle paragraphs, otherwise Anonymous wouldn't even be writing in. But
Yeah.
I just think you probably could have read that stuff, and then instead of having 5 out of 7 accuracy, you might have had 6 out of 6.
Yeah, or 4 out of 4. Or 5 out of 5, which would be
better. 5 out of 5 would be better than 5 out of 7.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, 5 out of 5 instead of 5 out of 7, you can't lose. And you can absolutely gain, because if you did 5 questions, got 5 right, and then randomly guessed on 6 and 7, you would
Mm-hmm.
get an expected 0.2 of a point for each one of those. So your expected value then would be 5.4 from those 7 questions. And getting 5 out of 7, you don't have an expected value. You have a known value of 5 points.
Yeah.
So, right. Right. Instead, doing a couple fewer questions and having higher accuracy. Not only that, but you might find that you do the questions a lot faster than you think. Like, not reading the 2 paragraphs that you didn't read, it didn't help you answer the questions. It slowed you down on the questions that you couldn't answer. And if you had just read it, maybe you
100%.
would have answered faster and dismissed wrong answers more confidently. I would just say this, yeah, maybe you got lucky, and anyway, the results weren't that great.
One other thing I want to emphasize here too is that you ask, is this a sneaky new strategy? No, it's a short-term strategy, and we're always playing the long game here.
Yeah.
Do you want to get better at the LSAT? Then figure out how to get questions right slowly and accurately. That means that you maybe don't finish the section today, but it certainly means you're much more likely to finish the section in the future and accurately.
I like that. I think that's a good place to end it.
Thanks for writing in, Anonymous. Email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or Law School Admissions news. Thanks for listening.